It's been a while, guys, hasn't it? Hey everyone, it's Count Black 2009. I'm doing quite fine, and welcome to Spotlight 16. Last time through, we set up everything to be able to go to Snowhead Temple in this Spotlight. We're going to be doing it. Yeah, it's been a while, guys, I know. I apologize for that, but I had some issues I'll explain while I do this temple. But for now, let's just get into it. This is Snowhead. Well, pretty sure it is because otherwise it would say Snowhead on the thing. Yeah. We should be like, this is kind of big. It's gonna take more than average strength to move this thing. As soon as you enter this place, there's gonna be a bunch of these wolves come out of nowhere and try to attack you. The white ones, they're the same as the black ones. Found in Woodfall, really easy to kill. You're gonna want to use Armani here, and you're gonna push this block. And there's gonna be a white wolf host here. We're just gonna ignore him. There's 3 doors right here. One to the left, one in the center that's frozen, and the one on the left's locked. So the only one we can go to is this one. When you get over here, Tao will be like all slippery places like this. You could curl up as a Goron and roll your way across. Why don't you try it? Okay. Yeah, I had a lot of issues, guys. My computer had to be, or my motherboard on my computer had to be replaced. Even though when I actually looked at it, the guy said it was just my USB ports that were broken. But yeah, and then okay, I'm mad. Except I'm quite mad. But yeah, I had to wait for him to fix that, and then I also had to figure out a way to be able to record here at school because for some reason the device I'm using, which is still the Pinnacle, for some reason doesn't seem to like the N64. Unless it's being used by, like, this DVD recorder I have, which is an HD one, which I don't understand why I have to have one for it to work. But it didn't work, so I had to find a way. Finally, I was able to bring this thing and found the correct settings so where I can record, and the Pinnacle will be able to record it. So, but for now, there's 2 stray fairies right there. Let's go up here. Right over here, there's a stray fairy just in the middle of nowhere. There's a real Lamanchu. Can get rid of him really simply. And get hurt. These crates here all give out 5 rubies, so it's 25 free rubies, so really helpful. Right here, in this corner is, I think we know what this is. It is none other than the dungeon map. Yep, really simple. There is another stray fairy in this room, but we can't get to it yet. It's up there. Yeah, it's up there, I believe. So we gotta go over there. But yeah, I had all this, then that was another thing. I had all of this dungeon recording, and actually probably had about 5 or 6 more videos done. I tried to record them when my computer was broken because I still had a good USB port and I could just plug my headset into that. And then wouldn't you know it, my headset got broken, and a couple of weeks earlier, so then when I tried to record, it picked up way too much of the background noise and you couldn't even hear my voice, so I had to restart, which sucked. But for now, I'm done worrying about that. I'm going to explain also about why I'm not using the Hopog HD PVR, but right now, I'll explain that a little bit later in this video. Right here, this is the main room of the temple. It's very big, as you can tell. It's filled with a bunch of stuff. Really, you don't have many options right now because you can see these doors are frozen solid. You can go in this one right here, which is what we're going to do. And what you're going to want to do is pull out this like double block thing, and I don't even know how Link is moving that, considering, he's like, I'm not saying he's not strong. I'm just saying he doesn't exactly look like a bodybuilder type. But we want to push this, and you're not just done when you get that key. There's something else you want to do in this room. You want to grab it, and you're going to want to push this block down this, and you're going to push it all the way here. It's really simple. Doesn't take any time at all. And by doing so, we'll have a chest appear. chest only appears if you push it over there. And you, as you probably just figured out, you push it so you can jump from that platform to that one. But right now we can't do that, so we'll get that a little bit later. There's a stray fairy in that chest, so we'll get that a little bit later. Alright, right now you're gonna want to pull out an arrow through it, shoot it through the fire, and go through this door. And this is that main room again. We can use this shortcut. Go in this door. There'll be a couple of these more annoying white wolves here. They're really annoying. And is he ever gonna attack me? Yeah, he just did. And he just paid the consequences. Just like most enemies seem to do in games. Right here, there's another white wolf over by that ice block, but right here, there is a compass. Really simple to get. So, let's try. Come on. Oh, wow, I still got them. It'll give you rubies. You can't melt that yet. If you have bombs, get them out. You're going to need them to blow up this wall right here, and that was not a very good bomb. Very poor placement. If you don't have bombs, if you have the blast mask, you can just use that. I don't think they give you bombs in this room, so you're gonna have to go and get some if you don't have the blast mask. So that's why it's very important to have that, because it allows you to well, I guess the right word to say is it allows you to allows you to blow stuff up where you don't have bombs. In this room, what you're going to want to do is you're going to see these icicles on the ceiling, these big ones. If you shoot them twice, just like we did to open the way to get to the northern mountains, make sure you wait, because otherwise you just waste an arrow. They'll destroy these blocks of the ice on these platforms and allow you to get up there. I believe you can get 60. I believe there's 60 rubies up here. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so you got those. Very simple. Now, you're going to want to do is not get hurt, obviously. Or I guess Link decides that we're not going to be able to move correctly. Yeah, that door is locked, so you can't get through it. And there is a stray fairy in here, I believe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to want to get out the Lens of Truth. Yep. And you're going to cross over, not fall. And, oh, it's on this side. And you'll get a stray fairy right there. That's 4 already. It's really, this dungeon goes by really fast, even though it took me forever to do it the first time I was recording it. But, anyway, get out your Goron mask. You're going to punch this boulder, and you're going to see a key. Well, you're not going to see, you're going to get it. Duh. Yeah, I know. Let me see. So go through here, and then I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah, this room. Before I forget, because last time, when I remember one of the times I did this dungeon, it took me forever to figure out where the last stray fairy was. If you take out your Lens of Truth and look up at the ceiling, you'll see white bows going to the floor, but you'll get another stray fairy. That's 5. And for some reason, it didn't want to come to me, but now it did. As you can see, we need to be able to cross this room. I'm just going to kill these guys now. Make my life easier. Probably makes yours easier. You don't have to deal with those guys. Alright, now this is a little bit of a, not tricky puzzle, but it just, you have to think is the right word. What you're going to want to do is, yeah, I know, Tal, you're going to want to ground pound it, and that's going to make that door go up, but it's going to allow you to cross. Now, there's a nice little catch. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to step on this switch to Darmani Link, and you're going to pound it, and you're going to want to go over here and pound this switch. And that will remove that from that door. And all you have to do is, you'll hear that little timer, all you have to be able to do by this point is quickly get up here, before that falls, or that thing goes down, because otherwise you're going to have to do this again. And it's gonna go up in the air. Alright, now, for this part. What you're gonna have to do a lot in this temple is you're gonna have to be able to use, as Goron Link, as Darmani, you're gonna have to be able to roll across these platforms, straight across, without falling. And not getting frozen. Right here, there is a stray fairy, I believe. Yep, in that little crevice. We can't get it yet. There's a Deku flower in there, and there's a Deku flower further up the temple. Higher up you go, there's another one. So that's where you need to go in order to get that. It's probably the last stray fairy you're going to get in this temple. Now, one other thing. This part right here, they do give you a little bit of a, I guess would you say, a safety cushion if you fall across the snow. They're not as friendly later up. What you're going to want to do here is curl up into a Goron at this part, and you're going to want to launch across. You're going to want to get out. You know, I'm going to try this. Get out my Deku sticks, and I'm get out the bunny hood as well. And when you enter this room, you're going to meet one of the most annoying enemies in this game, Wizrobe. Wizrobe is really annoying. What he'll do is he'll appear in these one of these four things. If you get too close to him, he'll disappear. You gotta wait for him to start like dancing, and you're gonna attack him. If he attacks you, if he's able to get out his attack, he'll throw an ice blast at you. He can also do fire in later temples, because spoilers, yes, he does come back. After you've hit him a couple times, he's going to change his attack just a little. He's going to make a bunch of these clone-like things that will run across the room, while the real one stays in place. Now, Tal will be able to tell which one's the real one, because she'll be able, she's Tal. She knows everything. I mean, she does. She thinks Link's a moron for not knowing all this stuff. But after you beat Wizrobe, you're going to get an item that, as you probably guessed, is going to really help us, and it is the Fire Arrow. Fire Arrows are very important in this dungeon, and that's one thing. You are going to, just like in Ocarina of Time, you get Fire Arrows, you can get Ice Arrows, and Light Arrows. And the surprising thing about this game compared to the other one was the other one, except for the Light Arrow, they weren't necessary. You didn't need to get them. Like, you didn't need to get fire arrows or ice arrows, like, to complete the game. Like, you didn't. At least I don't believe it. You didn't need to get ice arrows. Maybe you did need to get fire arrows. I mean, they always mention it. Like, but you didn't need to get them. Now, in this room, there's going to be a Wizrobe, or Freezard, and you can kill him. And also in this room is a switch, which will allow you to go up onto this floor. If you melt that switch with the fire arrow, you can use that platform right there to go up in case you fall down, because there's one other thing about this dungeon I haven't mentioned. You're probably wondering, how on earth are you supposed to be able to get up into those higher areas? I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're probably wondering, how on earth do you go higher up in this temple? Well, part of it is you need to have the fire arrow. You're going to want to roll across the snowbank. Really simple. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, that's what I thought. We don't have the key. You don't have the key, moron. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way down. And you're going to see these fire bubbles. They're going to be a little bit annoying. They'll come out at certain points. There's also a switch over here you're going to want to hit. And that's going to have a chest appear. And that's another thing I've never understood about Darmani. Darmani, I don't even know how he gets hurt. Like, it's going, like, how you can even get hurt. He's made of rock. He can walk in lava. And there's a stray in this room this is, if you guys don't know, this is the room that had those 2 blocks of ice blocking at those green doors on the main level of this dungeon, or the first floor, I guess you would say. What you want to do is take out, let me see, yeah, use this Deku flower, these yellow ones, because they make you go up higher. Well, you have to use them to get up. And you're going to want to fly over here, and you can get rid of these. Really simple. You can melt those. And at this part, there's going to be 3 freezers, and wow, I don't even know how I didn't get hurt there. You're going to want to melt or light those torches, and also I don't know how I'm not getting hurt there. Like, I was probably just out of range. But after you kill all 3 of them, the game's pretty generous, and, well, not generous, but they'll give you another Stray Fairy just for killing those 3 guys, because you can kill them now in an instant. Yep. Stray Fairy. No. Oh, no. Well, I just remembered where the key was. So that's actually kind of want to... Yeah, I did want to do that. We do need to go back to that room in a minute. We're not going to go there just yet, though, obviously. Because that's why I just left. Let's see. You're going to want to go up these steps. And Link, go up the steps. Let's see. You're going to come out in this main area. Now, what you're going to want to do here is, well, you can melt the ice, I guess. Really simple. And now, that switch right there, if you're wondering what it does, as you can see how this platform, how this thing is like, there's those blue parts? This thing rises, and it's going to help you get to the top, because I haven't mentioned that. You see those spikes up there? Yeah, that's where the boss is. I know. Good observation skills. Let's see, is this, yeah, this is the room we want to go to. There's 3 freezers in this room as well. You need to kill all 3 of them. Melt this ice to get to this 3rd one. And you also need the fire arrow to kill this other one. Kill him before he can attack you. There will be another key here. And yeah, I just gave it away. Yeah, it's a key. It's not a Stray Fairy. You got a small key. I'm so happy. And now, oh yeah, no, yeah, I just remembered. What you want to do here is what we're gonna do. Is you're gonna go over to the screen room over here. This is the room that had just those 3 freezers a second ago. What we're gonna do in this room is we're gonna go and we're gonna pound that switch. And we're gonna make this platform rise. I know I'm like remembering stuff like every second. I don't know. You know what? We're just gonna try and screw it. So we're gonna pound this switch, and this thing is gonna go skyrocketing into the air. Now you'll see those little blue parts. Those blue parts, you can punch away as Darmani, and you're going to need to in order to access every part of this dungeon. What you have to do here, it sounds really simple, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back. Oh, Link, no. Well, and what the heck? You're gonna go up these stairs, and we're gonna go to that room that had those 3 frizzers that just gave us this small key. And the reason why we're gonna do this is we're gonna use what I said about those ice arrows to get rid of that switch, which will allow us to get up there. It's really simple. I don't think he can hurt me. Yep. Yeah. Real Bomachu's just gonna stand there. And he didn't even realize I was there. He's just like walking around. I don't understand. Why would you have a bomb strapped to you? I guess he's Suicide Bomber. I guess that's what he is. He's the Zelda Bomber. I don't know. over here, the store. Yeah, in this room there's going to be these things called Enos. There's big ones and small ones. The big ones, they'll throw snowballs at you. And that's not polite. What you're going to want to do is pull out a fire arrow, melt that ice, and you're going to want to go up. But not yet. Get rid of these guys. One other thing, you're going to want to pull out regular arrows because you can't use the Lens of Truth at once, and I almost got hit. And you're going to find another stray fairy, pull on your Great Fairy's mask, and there you go. Really simple. So let's head up. Let's head up here. I know. Yeah, I know. It seems like, I don't know, I had a lot of great commentary in the original one. There's going to be these two guys, and you know what? I heard about a trick you can do with them as a Goron, so we're going to try this. We're going to go. You're going to want to get close to them. And do that. And both these clowns are going to give you a stray fairy. They'll give you your 10th and 11th one. Now, it's a long way down. You don't want to fall. But what we're going to do is you're going to head over here. You're going to want to get out either your Deku, your bunny hood, and your Deku sticks. And you can probably guess what's in this room. That's right, this clown returns. Wizrobe, he's really easy again, except the only difference this time is he has a couple of elevated platforms where you won't be able to strike him with your sword. As you can see, there's one right there and one in that corner. And only almost missed a chance to hit him. Okay, let's see. There you go. So, let's kill him. Let's see. Die. Two sticks really do a lot more damage. Yep, now he's gonna do this. Where now the only problem is here is he's got a lot more areas where he can attack me, so I gotta try to figure out which one is the real one. Okay. You son of a... There he is. Yeah, you don't really get a lot of time. Oh. No, I guess I'm wrong. I get 20 time. There's recovery stuff in that corner. We're not going to bother with that because I just want to get this dungeon done probably as quick as possible. And here is the boss key. The boss key is used, as you can guess, to get to the boss for this dungeon. Now, I was going to explain to you guys what happened with. I remember how I said I was going to get the Hog HD PVR, and I actually do own one now. The only problem is, for some reason, it doesn't seem to... Yeah, this is where we want to go. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna show everyone Link's amazing skill. The question is, do I want to fall as Link, as Darmani Link, or fall as Gora, as regular Link? You know what? I want to hear this epic... Yeah, I'm doing it like him. That is epic. That is epic. Oh, that scream. That is so epic. We want to go... No, we want to turn off our map. Oh yeah, this is where we wanted to go to. In this room, you're going to want to pull out fire arrows. And what do we get as a prize? Yeah, we get this clown. That will melt that. And we get another prize. Now, you're going to want to step on the switch. And I believe, yeah, they're going to give you a stray fairy here. Yep. You're going to need to use this block. You're actually going to need to use it. You're going to get it 3 stray fairies here in this area. using this block. You can get 3 of them. First thing is, let's just try to see. Should we go for... screw it. We'll go get this one first. You're going to want to push this block. Really simple. Not hard. Push it over here, and then you're going to... not roll past it. Link, stop sliding on the ice. Don't know why I am talking like this, but I am. Jump over and avoid getting hurt. Let's see. Alright. So now that we have that done, let's continue to move. Come on. We're going to push this block. And in order to get this to work, what we need to do is we're going to push it. And push it again. And push it again. You can put it over in that corner if you need to, but you really, all you have to do is jump as Link. And you're going to jump again as regular Link, and somehow doing a side jump is going to up over that box. Don't ask me how he does that. Yep. And jump up here. Jump. And what do you know? These pots will tick. You ready to defend? There's a straight fairy. That's 14. And we only have one more to find. And I already told you which one it is. If you remember, it's the one, the Deku Link one. Or we have to be Deku Link. Alright, so now that it's been, I believe, 29 minutes. Yeah, I said I would film these in one session, but I'm actually going to film them in 2 parts. So that way, I guess that way it's not, like, over long, okay? So, this is kind of like 2009, guys. Nice being able to talk to you guys again, and I will see you guys next time in the spotlight.